Welcome to UAPB Currents. I'm your host, Shelley, Roby, Ingram, and today we're joined by Lucas Armstrong, who is an author, speaker, and trainer, which we'll find out more information about exactly what that is a little bit later. And you are, along with some others, bringing to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff the It's All About You Empowerment Seminar.
Yes.
So before we find out what that's all about, again, remind our guests, because you're a return guest to UAPB Currents, remind our guests exactly what it is that you do and a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Like I said, I am an author. I'm a speaker. I train people on developing their mindset. The main priority for me coming back home is to inspire the youth here. You know, if I could do it everywhere else, I could do it here at home. And so that's my main goal, to show people that, hey, you know what, I have a story, but I didn't let my story break me, it made me.
Okay. All right, now tell us a little bit about, you said you train people on how to develop their mindset.
Right.
Exactly what a trainer, what that encompasses.
Basically, I show a person how to turn a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And it's basically just something like your daily routine. It might be from watching TV, watching negative news, the books you're reading, or the people that you hang around. And basically, we just give you a plan on how to, okay, you know what, day one, you need to cut your negative friends. You need to read, you know.
Well, I guess my facial expression, I'm sorry, is I would imagine that this is a lot more difficult than it sounds, especially when you tell people that they need to change the people that they're hanging around.
Because Dennis Kimbrough said this quote. He said, if you're the smartest person in your group, you need to change your group. So if you want success, you need to start basically rebuilding your self-image, and then your environment, and then everything will change.
Okay. All right, so does that mean that as you grow and get smarter, that you constantly are leaving people behind, or how
you associate with them, but you can only talk about certain things,
right?
You know, if they're talking about, you know, smoking weed, or, you know, drugs, or gospel, there's something that's not pertaining to your goals and dreams,
right?
You just need to spend just a little bit of time with them,
right? And
spend time with people that's going where you want to go in life,
right? Okay. So associating yourself with people like you're doing in this empowerment seminar, people who have similar goals and are on the same path that you're on. Okay. So tell us, first of all, on your flyer that you sent us, it says personal development is the key to life presents. And so is that the name of your group?
That's my training company.
Okay.
And the reason why I came up with the name, because you got to develop your way to success. You know, it's like a baby. They didn't just start walking. You know, they had to fall back down, get back up, and they started to develop, and they got confidence in themselves, and then they started to walk. And so anything was success. I didn't come out just like, hey, I want to speak. I was stuttering. I started presenting other people. I had to develop myself to a way where I build that confidence. And once I got that self-confidence, then everything started to happen.
Okay.
But you know how you see that person, be like, man, I think I could do what they could do, or I don't know now, but it's a thought in your head. But what you got to look at is say, you know what, let me see the work that they put behind doors to get to where they need to get to. And the working part is where people kind of stop it. They don't want to put the work in. But if they just keep working on themselves and developing themselves, and then it come about. But people quit too early.
Right. And so what exactly are some of the things that you, again, you were saying that you had to, you know, introduce other people, do things. What are some of the things that led you to being an author and speaker?
Well, I wanted to tell my story. I always want to tell my story. I had to get confidence to tell it. And once I did, that all the pain that I've been through, I started to recognize that it was other people who went through some of the similar things that I went through. And so when I recognized that, I was like, you know what, more people need to hear my story. And plus it was therapeutic for me to tell it. And so the more I kept telling, the more, you know, I started to feel a little better about it. And then people started to come back to me and say, hey, you know what, man, I look at your story and I get inspiration that, hey, I could do more. I could be more, I could have more, and that's where it came about.
Right. And I know we've talked about before, but which came first, the speaking or the writing?
The speaking.
The speaking came
The speaking came first. You know, a lot of us have a book in us, and at least one book in us to tell that personal story. So that's all I did. And I tell people the difference between me and you, I just got focused and just started writing. Right. And yeah, I wasn't the best grammar student in school, or you hire people to edit your book. Yeah. But I can tell my words in a way where it's real, and people they like that. And I think the more real you are with your audience, or your target audience per se, they can say, you know what, I can relate to that person. Yeah. And that's all I wanted people to do, is relate to me.
Right. Okay. Absolutely. Well, we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the seminar that you and your group are bringing to campus, and exactly what it's all about and what we can expect. Okay. We'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Hope they have health insurance. Protect yourself if you get injured or sick with an affordable quality health plan from healthcare.gov. Compare plans from brand name companies and choose one that fits your budget and your life. You may even be eligible to get lower costs on your monthly premium. Think of this as a friendly reminder to enroll today at healthcare.gov.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again we're joined by Lucas Armstrong, who is an author, speaker, and trainer of your mindset. That's an awesome concept, training your mindset. And you, with your group Personal Development is the Key to Life, is bringing a seminar here to the university, and it's called It's All About You Empowerment Seminar. It's All About You Empowerment Seminar. What does that mean? It's all about you. Are people possibly listening to that and thinking that that could possibly be a slight bit selfish for me saying it's all about you? But tell us what you mean. Like,
if things to change, you must change.
Absolutely.
And it all starts with you.
You're right.
Mom and daddy can't do it for you. God could put an opportunity in front of you, but you initially got to take that first step.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about. And so if we could start with recognize taking responsibility for that self first, and then we could work on the other stuff.
Right. Okay. And so what exactly will our students and the community, because we hope that the students and the community both come out for this event, which is March 31st.
From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff campus in our student union. And we hope that you all come out. And what can they expect at this event?
Well, first of all, the students will get the books for free.
Oh, wow. Wait, let's go back. Okay, let's back up there. Now, you're giving away free books.
Yes.
And these aren't just school books, aren't just textbooks.
No.
These are the books that are written by some of you and some of the other speakers.
Yes.
And the books they're helpful.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about that part about those people that come out?
Well, everybody, well, the authors that are coming, they tell their personal story in a different perspective. And so it would be good for anyone, especially the students, because that's who we're giving the books to. They can relate to different people. They might not be able to relate to my story,
right,
but they can relate to the other speaker's story.
Absolutely.
And so we're giving away a book where at a seminar it'll be $20.
Absolutely.
So you're getting the book for free. Read it. Use the principles in the book and apply it to your life.
Wow, that is awesome.
So,
that is an awesome gift that you guys are giving. Okay.
So that would attract more people to come.
Wow, yes. Okay, March 31st, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., UAPB Student Union, free books.
Yes.
Free books.
Yes.
So what else can they expect? Because that's enough, right? That's enough right there. But what will they be receiving from the actual event? You all will be speaking the series of speakers.
Right. We'll do a book signing, and we're going to do a Q&A, and we want you all to ask personal questions.
Right.
And don't be scared to ask us questions. But what I did was, if you look at the panel of people, they are from Pine Bluff.
Okay.
So they can relate to them already. But people see them and they see where they're in their life right now, but they don't know their story. And so my whole goal was for them to tell their personal story on how they got to where they are in their life right now.
Okay.
And that was my whole goal of creating this seminar.
Okay, so let's take a moment and talk about who the other speakers are that are going to be at the event.
Okay. First of all, we want to show unity. We want to show that young African Americans can get together and do something positive. So that was my first goal. Second, we have Anthony Armstrong, which is my brother.
Oh, okay.
He's a financial expert, but he has his own consulting company, and his perspective on life force money-wise, they were his personal story on why he chose to do what he do now. Okay. We have Mr. John Proctor, which everybody know, the poet, but he's going to share his story, but his perspective on how he took his early childhood and developed, it developed him to the man he became today.
Right.
And we have Mr. Jarrell Harnett, where I can't wait because he's 23 years old and have his own talk show.
Wow.
So that's big within itself. And then we have the beautiful Miss Sherry Livingston, Miss Arkansas, and she has a powerful story. And I really want people to, especially we got the males, but we got something for the women where, I can see her story, I can see that, myself in her.
Right.
And then, but look where she at now, and look what she's presenting in front of the world.
Absolutely. So a little bit of something for everybody.
Yes.
You got finances, and you got, a young guy, doing his thing with the talk show, and then we have our authors, our writers, our speakers, our mindset trainers.
Right. It's going to be pretty good. We're going to put on a good show.
Okay.
But I really want everybody, if we can impact the whole room, but at least impact one person.
Right.
That's my goal. If that one person leave out that seminar and say, you know what, I could do more, I could have more. All I got to do is believe.
Right.
That's it. It don't matter you from Pine Bluff, Grady, Gould, whatever the small towns around here.
Right.
I can still be successful. I can still, just because I'm from a small town, I don't have to be small-minded.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's my whole goal.
Okay. All right. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to find out more information about this awesome event where you can receive free books here at UAPB, March 31st, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., UAPB Student Union. We'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
What's up? This is my friend Rob from Michigan.
What's up?
He's a teenager.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Woo! Hey, you want to slow down there?
No.
Really? Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
We're shooting a viral video. Hold on, I want to see this. Hey, this is his last 5 minutes on Earth. A little something to Mom? Say something to Mom. How about, goodbye, Mom, sorry.
Take a look under your bed. find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs, just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, where again we're joined by Lucas Armstrong, who is an author, speaker, and trainer, and is bringing this wonderful seminar. It's all about you empowerment seminar to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And you know, one of the bylines on your flyer that you have out says it's the journey to success.
Right.
And you know, as you were talking about before we went to break, the fact that there are these people from all different walks of life who have different backgrounds and they're doing different things now, and their journeys are different.
Right.
Right. And so that's something that, you know, you guys want to present to the students.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I really, and that's my main objective, the story, the tagline. I really want them to hear that story.
Right.
I feel like if, you know, a lot of people don't talk about their story. They're scared. You know, they probably be like I was. I thought people thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
But then, you know, my mess became my message.
Yeah.
You know, I started to tell my crazy story, and people started to be like, "Okay, I can relate to you." Mm-hmm. And so I just really want them to hear the individual stories, because there's someone out there that want to tell their story.
Right.
And if they could see us telling our story and still be successful, then they could do that. They could do the same too.
Right.
And that's all I wanted.
Right.
That's all I wanted.
And, you know, without giving away everything, because we want you guys to come out to this free event that is March 31st here at the campus, UAPB, March 31st, 6 to 8 p.m., Student Union. But just one of the favorite parts that I liked about when you were here last time and you talked about your story was the way you changed your way of thinking. And you talked about that a little bit, but just tell everybody how simple it was, you know, for you to just start with these small little thoughts and turning off the TV, those kinds of things.
It changed my life. I couldn't see it at the time until I started putting myself around other people, and my conversation changed, my dialogue with other people changed, and I had to look back. I was like, what was the difference? It was those small steps every day that kind of just built me to this new person. You know, the little books I was reading, the audios that I was listening to, and it kind of, I couldn't see it at the time, but then as I got older, I was like, okay, this is the person I became. You know, and that was it. Everybody can become this person, but it takes some work. It takes some different tools that got to mold you to become that person that you want to become, because you can't stay the same person you are now to be successful.
Right.
You got to change.
Right.
And like I said, it might be a hard change, but if you want success that bad, you'll do it.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so again, let everybody know in your words what this event is that they can expect and why it's important to not only our students but the community. Open free events, free books, you know, but let them know why this event is important to you and the panel of speakers who are coming and why they should come out.
Well, I want everybody to know that you could come from Pine Bluff and be successful. You know, just because of the preconceived notion that we have here in Pine Bluff that young people are negative or that the whole city are negative. But understand that it is positive people who's doing things in Pine Bluff, and you just got to reach out to them. And so my goal was to put together a collective of young people who's doing big things but people don't know about. And so that's my whole goal. And I just want you all to come out, be inspired by the stories, but not only be inspired by the story, but take action on your life.
Okay. All right. And again, this free event, have I said that enough? This free event for our students, it's all about you empowerment. And again, we were, talking earlier about the fact that the "it's all about you" part comes from the change that needs to be made with you as an individual,
Yes.
and not, because that's something that a lot of young people all the time,
Right.
they make excuses. I couldn't make it to my 8 o'clock class because of this. I
Right.
couldn't do that because of that.
And then they be mad 2 years down the road, why I'm not graduating.
Right.
Well, what would you do on now, that you could be able to graduate in the next 2 years? And I think those small things right there, they have to recognize that hey, what's my habits, what are my daily habits that I'm doing today?
Right.
Am I setting myself up for failure or success for the future?
Right.
And that's the hard question that they have to ask themselves.
Right. And that's another thing that this event, along with the book signing and where the books are free, and then they'll sign it. But there'll also be an opportunity for everyone to ask questions
Yes.
of the speakers.
Yes.
And so get your questions ready. If you have questions about achieving your goals, no matter what your goal is, go ahead and get it ready. Again, you invite them to the event. You let them know to come out.
Well, March 31st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Student Union, UAPB. I want everybody to come out to enjoy this amazing event of amazing speakers and be ready for your life to be changed. If you want more information, you can always contact me on Facebook at Lucas Armstrong, and the flyer will be on there, or you can just come to UAPB, UAPB.com events, and they have the event on there. But it will be broadcast on social media, UAPB TV, and also the Palm Book commercial. And so this is a hometown event because you got hometown people that's doing the event, and they would love to see you out.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you on March 31st, 6 to 8 p.m., UAPB Student Union for this free event. And we thank you again for coming, and we thank you for putting this event together for our students in our community.
Thank you for having me.
Okay? And we will see you next time on UAPB Currents.